Today's the day I jump out of an airplane for the first time.
You have no words? Are you that nervous?
I'm a bit nervous, but we're here and we're about to jump out of a fucking plane.
Moment of truth, we're here.
We're here. Let's do it.
Are you nervous?
A little bit, but I'm fucking ready. Let's do it. You should show show my weight too or whatever. You're not gonna show that? Emergency contact, bro. My mom. Legal document, bro. You may not skydive within 24 hours of your last scuba dive. Why? I'm wondering. I wonder why they won't let you do it within 24 hours of your scuba dive. Really? I will not sue or make a claim for damages or other losses. I understand that and acknowledge that parachuting activities have inherent dangers. To summon medical care on my behalf.
Yeah, how do you feel?
Pretty nervous. They're making us sign all this documentation basically saying we can't sue them in case anything happens to us. Oh my god, there's so many checkboxes here.
That's not the big deal. It's fine. You don't have the rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday.
We're signing our lives away. We are signing our lives away.
It's gonna be a
Putting our lives in the hands of those on the ocean side.
Check all the boxes?
Yeah, I did. I checked all of it.
I did too. I don't know what I checked, man.
We just signed our lives away. Let's do it. Now we're gonna check in. We're gonna check in with them now. I'm gonna edit some of this out. Thanks.
Yeah.
Still filming.
Huh? Film him?
No, I'm saying I'm still filming.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll cut some.
Hey, what's up? Yo, make sure you like and subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe.
It's either this one coming or the next one. I'll just wait.
That's the airplane.
And welcome to Going Through Motion side. What are you about to do?
I'm about to fucking jump out of an airplane. I'm so excited. First time, yeah, first time.
All right, man. Let's go have a good time, yeah?
Skydiving has always been at the top of my bucket list, but I never had anyone that was willing to go with me. One day, my college friend who moved to New York City was back in town, and we were texting when we suddenly decided to go skydiving and finally cross it off our bucket lists. He invited one of his friends, and we literally booked it for a few days out. In the days actually leading up to skydiving, my friends and I were super excited and nervous because we knew we were going to be jumping out of an airplane in a few days. We watched a lot of YouTube videos on skydiving, and it only made us feel more excited. On the day of the actual skydive, as we were driving there and as we were eating our pre-skydive meal, we literally realized that we would be jumping out of an airplane in a few hours. To be quite honest, the real anxiety for me didn't really come until I realized that I was the first person to be jumping out. I had assumed that there would be a few people jumping out before me, but once I was approaching the plane, I knew I was the last person to enter, which also meant that I was the first person to jump out. As we were sitting there waiting for the airplane to reach the necessary altitude before we could jump, I started to become more nervous. But because my friends and I wanted to experience skydiving to the fullest, we had all asked our instructors if they could do a couple flips as we jumped out. My instructor only ended up doing one flip, but the moment I jumped out, all of the fear and anxiety were instantly gone. It's so hard to describe, but even though you know you are hurtling down towards the earth, all you can feel is pure happiness and bliss. Many people describe it and think it feels like being on a roller coaster, but you don't even feel like you're falling. You literally feel like you are floating and you are on cloud 9. The entire time I was just yelling from pure excitement, and I had no clue what to do with my hands, but I was absolutely pumped and full of adrenaline. The free fall was around a minute, and you land in a little under 5 minutes. The instructor even let me steer the parachute, and it was really fun to be able to turn left and right. This video has 2 views. One was through a third-person POV, which cost around $100 more, but it was my first time skydiving, and I knew I had to capture such a memorable experience. The second was a hand cam view from the instructor's POV, and this was cheaper, but overall the view isn't as nice. Overall, I highly recommend paying a little bit more for the third-person POV, because you only get to jump out of an airplane for the first time once. After finishing, the high that you have is indescribable, but you truly feel out of this world, and you feel like you can accomplish anything, because you have just survived jumping out of an airplane at 14,000 feet. Everything else pales in comparison, and it really feels like all of your troubles are so insignificant. I truly believe that it gives you a new perspective on life, and it is without a doubt the most incredible thing I have ever experienced in my life. And if you have a chance, you should experience it too.
Alright, man, how was that? That was absolutely incredible. I can't wait to do it again. What's your favorite part? Oh, the initial jump. Definitely the free fall. That was really fun. And then another part that was super fun was every time you turn the parachute. It was really fun too. That was absolutely incredible. Thank you for coming to